Hi everyone, this is Penley-Ann Creation. Today is Wednesday, Hump Day. I want to go over what I received in the mail yesterday. This is a circular for JoAnn. If you cannot see this clearly, if it's not up close, I'm just going to read it out to you. So the saving starts tomorrow, Thursday through Wednesday. So Thursday is the 11th, and it runs all the way up to Wednesday, April the 24th. Okay, let's get into this. I have to turn to the yarn page. First of all, starting on tomorrow, Thursday through Saturday of this week, in store only, you have 20% off your total purchase, including regular and sale price items. It doesn't allow you to use it on clearance items and doorbusters. Those are excluded. So starting tomorrow, Thursday through Saturday of this week, it's a coupon off for 20% off. And Michaels takes competitive coupons, so you can in fact, was I over too far? In fact, you can use this coupon at Michaels 20% off. So if I was over too far, the dates are April 11th through the 13th of this month. It's an in-store only coupon, and tomorrow starts Thursday. Those are some pretty baskets. These are 50% off. I have a glare and an avalanche. Don't you fall. Pardon me. I'm just gonna, I don't want this to fall because I need to show you this pattern. Okay, I'll just hold it. Those are some really nice baskets, 50% off. And then you get additional 20% off that. So that's something that I like this, because this has that lining, and mine didn't come with a liner. So that's nice. I may put a check mark on that, because I'm going to JoAnn's tomorrow. If the store is not crowded, if I can film, I'll film and show you what I purchased. Okay, let me just flip to the page. Bear with me 1 second. Yeah, Calvin brought the mail upstairs, and I normally have the JoAnn circular with Michaels, but Michaels wasn't there, and I got my knit crate box. Okay, so let me show you what's going on. So we have the entire stock of the Burnett. No, let me just say not Burnett. We have the entire stock of baby yarn, 25% off. And this starts tomorrow. And then remember, you can use the 20% coupon, so now that's 45% if you're interested in the baby yarn. So that's a good deal. Now the one I'm interested in is this one. This is the Burnett blanket. Then we have the Karen 1 pound, including stripes. So they on sale starting tomorrow for 3 days only. So this is going to only run from Thursday through Saturday. And on top of that, you can add that 20% discount. Hold up, I'm not finished. This is also a buy 2, get 1 free. So I did the math for us. So this is what it works down to. So if you buy 2 at $6.99, both of them without tax is going to come to $13.98. Use your 20% off, you're going to get $2.80. And that equals to $11.18. That's what you're going to pay, $11.18. But don't forget, you're going to get that third one free. So if you divide $11.18 by 3, each one of the schemes will cost you $3.73. That's a savings of $21.79, because if you don't remember, these each one of these are originally $10.99 a piece. So you have to look at the whole deal. So that is not a deal, that is a steal. So each one of these will cost you $3.72. And I didn't do that. 372, 14, 15, 6, 7. If you take 372 times 2, that's $7.44. That doesn't even come up to the original price of $10.99. So that is excellent. So I'll be there tomorrow. Calvin just rolled his eyes at me. He said he was going outside to sweep. Yesterday he said that he was going to call in contractor so we can get addition on a house. I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe he's talking about the yarn. He should be concerned about all those tools he has everywhere. Okay, moving right along. The Red Heart is also on sale, $2.59. And if you use the 20% discount off, you're going to pay $2.07 per scheme. That's a good deal. The Premier Everyday and Serenity yarn, that's $2.79. If you use the 20% off, that's $2.20 you pay. That's a good deal. And the Premier Sweet Roll, that's $3.99. And if you use the 20% off, that's $3.19. That's still a good deal. I've gotten them cheaper than that. But if you need that in a color, like I was searching for this color one time and I couldn't find it, and I was just willing to pay the regular price just to get my project done. I had panicked. So if you really need it, then go ahead and get it. So those was the 5 good yarn deals that's going on. But the 1 pounder Bernat blanket, including the stripes, those are the best deals. And this one right here, one thing about the JoAnn's circular, you really have to pay attention to it because they have them broken down by dates and days. So although the circular runs from April 11th through the 24th, you have to watch out for each page because each page reflects a different day. See, this is a doorbuster, and this is run from Thursday to Saturday, these items. So if you're interested in those run from tomorrow through the 13th. Here we go again, the 11th through the 13th. So this is what you have to pay attention to. This page right here, this runs from Wednesday the 17th and 18th only. So here they have Red Heart Scrubby yarn, $2.99 each. I think those are originally $4.99. You may have a coupon during this time period that you can add to it. I know JoAnn's support teachers and military, so if you have access to one of those discounts, that'll work with that. On the back, we have a coupon for 40% off one item. It goes through April the 24th. Then you have 50% off one item from the 21st to the 24th. This is in-store and online. And the big one, in-store only, is April the 18th through the 20th. Any one regular price, 60% off. That is a good deal that you can take to Michael's. If you were eyeing something at Michael's at regular price, this is the time to use that. I know me and Calvin, we usually wait for these 60% off, and then we usually go to Michael's and I pick up something I've been eyeing. Another thing I like to do with these 60% off, I like to buy me good scissors, because those good scissors are over $100 or $80, and they're worth it. But when you add that 60% off, they are very affordable. So that's what I normally do with my 60% off. I usually buy me good scissors or stuff that's price high, the tables and things of that nature. And that's when I usually splurge. Okay, let's move along, everyone. Let's move along. So that's what came in the mail. I didn't have a Michael's. So in front of you, if you can see right there, those are some of the colors that this is a 1 pounder. 1 pounder. This is a 1 pounder. This is a 1 pounder upside down. So this yarn, you'll pay $3. What did I say? The final price? $3.72 for one. This is regular $11. $11. So I just pulled a couple of them off the shelf. Let me get a solid one. This is, why do I pick up everything in this upside down? This is a 1 pounder. This is a solid color. I want to go, okay, well, I knew that was going to happen. I want to go back tomorrow and I want to get a couple more of these. Me and the art teacher was in the aisle and they just had one left and she wanted one, but I wanted a couple too. They had a sale, but not as good as this sale. I think they had two for $5. So this is better. You're getting 3 for $11. And this is some of the Bernat blanket that I pulled out of my inventory. I found the pink. I didn't find the pink. I took it off the shelf. Sounds like my house is a disaster. Here go white. I love this stuff. This stuff is so pretty. Okay, here go one of my favorite colors. That's the brown. That's the jumbo. So I hope you can take advantage of this. I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to go tomorrow. And if I can film, I'll film. This also came in the mail yesterday, my knit crate. I normally don't show these. I don't know why. This is a pretty color. What I do like about this one, this is merino wool, 15%. This has cashmere in it. It's a DK weight, 302 yards. What I like about this particular one, you have the yardage is nice on this. So when I first signed up, I said I was just going to get it for a year because I wanted to use this for knitting. And after I accumulate a year's supply, that's when I was going to end it. Because at the time, I didn't know how to buy yarn or how much yardage I need. So now that I'm educating myself, I'm a little bit more comfortable with going to the store and buying the the non-acrylic yarn. All right, many of you asked me, okay, it's another book that came yesterday. This is the Mary Maxim. They also do kits. If you bear with me, I can reach right behind me and get a kit. Hold on. So when I first signed up, I received, this was one of the kits I received. This was the top. This is the yarn they supply you. And this goes all the way up to extra large. Of course, that won't fit me. And this is another kit, a crochet bag. And they supply you with the yarn. I received them for 3 months. Something happened with the credit card, and I wasn't upset that I was kicked out of the club. I survived it. So, because I have better cotton than this, and I can find free patterns online to crochet a bag, so I wasn't missing anything. But some of the kits, they were nice, but I'm no longer in that club after 3 months. So, the reason why I want to talk about this, because you may find the kits are cheaper than Hertzner's. You may find the kits enjoyable. But what I want to talk about is they have in a sale. So if you go online to marymaxim.com, sign up for the catalog so you can get it in the mail each month. So they have some yarn clearance. They have that Bernat satin. That's on sale for $1.49 right here. They say their value was $3.49. I'm not sure, because this is not something I hold in my head for as far as price is concerned. They have the Mary Maxim, their brand of Simply Worsted, for 99 cents. Originally, they sell it for $3, so that's a good deal. Excuse me. What is that, sachet? They have that for 99 cents. That's a really good deal because they usually sell this at $5.39. So these are good deals right here. And the last ones, the little tots right here, that's on sale for $1.29, originally $5.24. And the last item, Sizzle, the red heart, 99 cents, regularly $2.49. So all the ones I point out, those are really good deals. So check out Mary Maxim and see if any of those items interest you. So that was the page. Now I have to go to page 28, and then I have to go to page. I just want to show you that I like looking at this book, especially for the babies. They do a lot. They really have a lot of nice baby items, blankets and tops and hats. So I really enjoy looking at this. And plus it gives you inspiration. I like this. This is a tier storage organizers. And you know how sometimes we have some of those little cakes or little donuts. And those would really fit nice in that. And it's $10. If you buy 2 or more, it's $8.99. The only problem is I just need to find somewhere to put them. So I have a check mark. I don't think I'm going to order a couple of those for myself, because I have a couple of small donuts like the ice yarns, things like that can no longer fit on the shelf. It's nice. It reminds me of when I was a kid and my mother had brought me this for my socks. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, and the last thing is this right here. I thought maybe you would be interested in this contest. This is the Knit and Crochet Design Contest. The prize is totaling $4,500. You have to submit your original Afghan throw or accessory designs and win. So they will select one 1,500 grand prize winner and award $500 for the first place and $250 for the second place winner in each category below. So if a crochet Afghan, hand knit Afghan, baby Afghan, knit or crochet, accessories, knit or crochet. What they asking you to do is you need to complete a entry form, and it must be received by Mary Maxim before May the 22nd of 2019. The sponsors are Bernat, Patton, Cameron, Coates and Clark, and Premier. And we know Coates and Clark is Red Heart. I've seen a lot of beautiful stuff that everyone has submitted all over YouTube, and some people have sent me some nice stuff. And I hope you guys will consider looking into this contest. So if you cannot see it clear here, go to marymaxim.com and look for the Knit and Crochet Design Contest. The total prize is $4,500. We all the time are so concentrating on winning yarn giveaways. So this is another thing that may interest you. Okay, I've done that. So moving along. The other video, I don't know if you can see this because I was telling you that I'm going to have to move this back. Okay, there you go. The other video I was telling you I had contractors in the house. And I had just grabbed the box. Remember I told you I grabbed the box? And I came upstairs and I had the stackers was in there that I gave away out the other giveaway. And I just grabbed the box and I filled it with some scrubbies and cotton. Well, my kitchen countertop is a mixture of the stone is gray, white, and black. But it's subtle colors. They are not strong colors. And the cabinets are oak and appliances is stainless steel. So everything goes together very nicely. So what I did was I made 3 of the dishcloths. Or these can be pot holders or handle grabbers because these are cotton 100%. This is not, it's no polyester in here. So this is 100% cotton. But I made them for washing dishes, although we got a dishwasher. But, you know, something quick to wipe up the counter. So I did the gray. I know these are not beautiful orange, pink, yellow, powder blue, you know, striped bright colors. I got that. And I do have those colors. But I wanted to make a couple of the colors that go with the countertop. So this is the charcoal gray. And this is the white. Oftentimes we want to have something in the kitchen that's nice and bright, and then when somebody wipe out a pot or a pan or a spill and everything gets stained up, you know, like you're messing up our linen in the kitchen. So that's why I lean towards a darker color. So if Calvin or me scrubbing out or wiping up something that's stained, you really can't see the stain in it after you washed it. Or what I thought about also is to have the darker colors next to the lighter colors. So if we need to wipe up something that was going to stain, we would choose the darker color, and a lighter color just for basic wiping up non-stained items. So I made these three items while the contractors was here. And I made some scrubbies. I used the Scrubby Sparkle by Red Heart. I chose that color, the white, and the gray. If you never worked with this is really nice. See, you squeeze it, it doesn't hurt. You can't hardly feel it. So I had these in my inventory for a long time, but it just looks like it was just uncomfortable to work with, and I just kept buying them, and I didn't use them. I can't explain that. Besides, I thought it was going to be too rough on my hand, and it's not. So what I did was, I have some ends on these. I normally sew my ends in right away, but I did this. I brought this the last time I was at JoAnn's Saturday, and I have crochet hooks, a whole set in my pocketbook. So I pulled this out, and I just started making them while I was downstairs. So I made 3 different sizes in the orange. For example, if you have to scrub something inside of a tight item, a glass, this fits right in there. Really nice. It fits. And you don't have all that bulk to hold. You know, you just make a little one. Sometimes we just need a little one to get, you know, into those tight spots. And then sometimes we need a bigger one to cover the area, you know, cover a larger area, so you need a bigger one. And then I made a medium-sized one. So just choose whatever applicable for the item that you're trying to clean. So I made these 3 different sizes. I didn't count anything. I just crocheted. You know, when you do this stuff so much, it's in the brain. It's usually 25, 35, depending on how long you want to make it. Oh, I did use the white. I thought I didn't use the white. So here goes a smaller one of the gray. What color is this? Oyster. This is pretty. And then I did the white. I'm calling this white. Let me make sure. Marshmallow. That's what it's called. It's called marshmallow. I made that one. And I made this one. The larger one in an oyster. So I thought that would be really nice to sit on a countertop. My battery came up low. That's what happened. I have a low battery. I hope it didn't interfere with anything. So I thought this would be nice to sit up on the countertop. I do have some cabinets that have drawers in it, but I want something to sit up there in a small way, so if we need to grab it quickly. I know we have paper towels, but you know, I'm trying to get away from using so much of the paper towels. So let me move this along, because I think I'm going to have a battery issue. And I also made these. I call the loofahs, I call them the puff balls. And this is just sitting on my stand that holds my cotton yarn. See the cotton yarn? This holds the cotton yarn, and it feeds through the top part. So I made 2 of these. I made the gray because we often do not think about the men in our life. Or some women may prefer to use darker washcloth. I know of family members of mine, when they come over and stay, I typically like lighter washcloth, mainly white. And she prefers a darker color. And this is the white. So if you're interested in making the loofahs or the bath poofs, Yarn Inspiration, if you go on Yarn Inspiration and you type in the the Crochet Spa Day Kit. And they'll give you the pattern for the bath mitt, the scrubby, the stash basket, and the bath poof, and the face cloth. They'll give you each one of these in the pattern. So that's what I have to show you for today. I appreciate you watching. And there was another thing I want to talk about. Hopefully my battery don't go. Trying to hurry up. Remember I brought this cotton from Old Mill? Well, I learned that when I was making this cloth, that it was too thin. So I had to double it. That's why I have a little ball right here. I had to double it. And it came out fine. Wasn't no problem. It's enough. You know, I only paid $4 for it. I can get several out of them if I double them. But what I thought about it, I said, this is thin enough for a sweater because it's cotton. So I started another sweater. And this is the start of the sweater. Very small. And I think this will work much nicer than just making cotton washcloth or face cloth out of it. So it's coming out nice. It's a little slow because the yarn is so thin. So I'm not crocheting as fast as I normally do. But I do like how the cotton yarn holds up. It doesn't split. It doesn't jump off the needle. It crochets very nice. So that's what I'm using it for. So if you remember this that I showed you from Old Mill, it's nice for a garment instead of using it for household use. You would have to double or triple depending on what you're making. Okay, everyone, thanks a lot. Appreciate that you watching my videos. I just would like to say one thing about the giveaways. My giveaways didn't register the same way as it did in the past. I'm way down at the page. So I have 2 giveaways going, and I noticed that I have one number on one and a lower number on another one. So if you missed, if you only participated in one of the giveaways, go back and look on my channel and participate in the other one, because I do have 2. So I just want you to be aware of that. Because if you type in giveaways, I'm way at the bottom somewhere. And I think Crystal, she's giving away bag a day. She's giving away over 100 items, and I'm ahead of her. So I don't know what YouTube is doing. And then you have giveaways that expired, and they're still up there. So continue, you guys, to search and make sure y'all stay on top of those giveaways. All right, thanks. The battery is going dead. Appreciate it. Bye. If I can, when I go to JoAnn's tomorrow, I'll turn the camera on and let you see what I'm purchasing. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.